Autistic people are gaslit frequently, and this actually often also results in them beginning to gaslight themselves.
We have been demoralized into not trusting ourselves as autistic people. Sometimes we feel like we can't even trust our own senses. This comes down to one fundamentally important property, and that's that we begin to gaslight ourselves even when we are being gaslit by another person. It's like a hall of mirrors where we take in a sense, but then we can't trust it, so the sense gets thrown out the window. A lot of the times when we're perceiving things, it actually is true, rather than something we should be so skeptical of that we fall into this pit of relativism where we can't trust any instincts at all.
So what this can look like is that because the person who is unable to meet the need of the autistic person doesn't want to address that it's something that they are struggling with, and that is then it becomes a them problem. Instead, they will point the finger and say it's your problem. You have something wrong with you. There is something that you are just not trying hard enough with. There is something that you are just over exaggerating, yada yada yada. And what then ends up happening is, because of the fundamental human need that we all have, which is to be accepted, to be loved, to fit in, to be met, to be able to effectively have attachment, we start to then begin to abandon ourselves. There is two things that can happen. Either you will have a great example of somebody who is able to show a strong sense of self and encourage a strong sense of self in you, or alternatively, if that is not happening, a common thing that I see is that they will begin to turn on themselves and they will begin to gaslight themselves. So although this list is about how you might be gaslit, it is not completely exhaustive for the things that might be going on in terms of the internal framework that you might also be suffering, where you're gaslighting yourself. Like, why can't I just do that thing? Why am I so much more sensitive than everybody else? Is it just something that I just need to learn to stop doing? There is many, many different ways in which this presents itself. But I'm going to jump into the list of ways in which you might be gaslit by other people.